sure to click the bell and subscribe. Hi, today we're here for the second video about our unbagging trip down to Mansfield, Missouri to see what I brought back. And the first thing I want to share with you actually did not come from this trip to Mansfield. It's one that I got online, and I'm so glad I did. This is one of Mansfield's Charlotte dolls. For years and years they had this be what their Charlotte doll was. It's the most accurate of all of them. The description fits just perfectly with what's in the books, down to the fact that they're using shoe button eyes, which is a fact that comes in the on the Banksville Creek description of Charlotte, and that they have black curls, because if you take natural wool and you braid it when it's wet and dry it, then it becomes curly, just like your hair does. So I just thought it was amazing. And this one, honestly, it had been sitting around on eBay for a little bit, and they really wanted more than it was probably worth for quite a while. But it finally got down to the point where I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and get it. And I did. And when it came with something that they did not say it was going to, or I would have paid more. And that was, this is the original doll box. They shipped it from the home and in Mansfield, and that's the person who originally bought it. And this is, apparently there's a Wilson company, Wilson sliced, vacuum packed something or other, some kind of food. And this was the packing that came in, and she's been sitting in her little box here, which is not quite the right height for her, so her feet must have been up in the air this whole time. And I'm not sure when this came from, because it doesn't have, no, it doesn't say anything in the terms of the date. And they made these from the 60s to just a couple years ago. And it actually says number 2 package, so I want to know what was in the number 1 package, and I just think this is so amazing. And this is probably one of the best Laura things I've added to my collection this year, so I wanted to be sure to share it with you. And I put it in with this since it is from Mansfield, although there was a delay in getting it here. Though it does have a 5-digit post code. I'm going to have to look up and see when those came in. That's just so cool. Okay. And with that, let's go and see what else we have. I hope you're enjoying the video, and if you are, be sure to remember to click the bell and subscribe. Our next thing, and this is something they do sell in the gift shop now, is a blue spode cup. Now, blue willow is a pattern that Laura and Manly had a set of dishes in, and Rose was known for just loving these huge, huge cups. So to have a spode blue willow cup is probably about the only thing Rose and I probably ever agree on. But I think this is amazing, and I'm so glad to have it, and it is a great addition to my collection. And thank you to my niece and nephew for getting it for me for Christmas. Alright, we've got another bag here, and let's see what we've got. Now, I actually broke down and got 2 jacks. Once you get a certain number of jacks, you feel utterly compelled to get every version of jack that you possibly can. These are the colors that most of the gift shops sell versions of jack in. This is, brown and white, and brindle's actually more stripy, but I think this is probably as close as they're going to get, and they're just both so darling. Look at them. Ooh. They are going into my jack display. And we have a new I Love Laura Ingalls Wilder pen. And do you remember what I just said about once you have a certain number of jacks, you have to have all the jacks? I have to have all the jacks. And they actually put that in a nice little bag with the home side on it, which I thought was pretty cool too. I have a piece of tape in there. I have The Discovery of Freedom by Rose Wilder Lane. And it's been long enough since I got these. What's in here? Remember what I said about Jack? Yay, more Jack. You just can't pass them up. And I just couldn't resist this one because it is just so gorgeous. I haven't got a picture to put in it yet. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do, but isn't that amazing? I just love this. And in the envelope, we have this stuff to the side. We have what is become their standard bookmark. They've been selling these for a while with the different Laura pictures on one side and the different home sites on the other. I think that's the group of home sites that mostly work together. Then we have a note card by Cheryl Harness, who did a picture of the Rocky Ridge farmhouse. And I've got some more postcards here, which I think I might have at least some of these already, but I figured it was better to get them and double check than to get home and go, I should have gotten that. This is the one I really think I didn't have before. And this, we've got another copy of Ma's Vanity Cakes, and I love to get those recipe cards. Few more. Here's the gingerbread. My mom loves the gingerbread. I've got one of their book plates. And the pictures to go with the one I already had. In fact, it's right up there. I also got the timeline that someone had done of Laura's books, which I always check those. And family dates and places. And this is, I'm so pleased, oh, that's just the will again. I get copies of things that I know I have copies of. Oh, here's the latest map that they're doing of the home sites. And this is a copy of the list of books that is in Laura's library. So, to sum up, I got a ton of stuff at Rocky Ridge this time. And I think there's some really great things. I think that you should look at considering adding these to your collection too. And I'm just so very sorry that they aren't doing the best Charlotte anymore. They do have another Charlotte, but she's a lot cuter than she is accurate. Now, one thing that unfortunately they no longer have available is that closest to original Charlotte doll. But they are selling both Laura dolls and Charlotte dolls now that are very cute. Don't look much like the description, but they are darn cute, and you can get those and all of this stuff from the Rocky Ridge gift shop. Remember, right in the corner where you are. And if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to click the bell and subscribe.